Secondly, I would like to remind you that Lucifer was an angel of God. And even though he has fallen, he is still an angel, though he is no longer an angel of God, but he is still an angel. He and all the fallen angels with him still possess all the attributes of angels. For example, there is hierarchy among angels. There are levels, height, and positions among angels. There are classes of angels. We are told of the seraphims. We are told of the cherubims. These are different classes of angels. There are the 24 elders. The 24 elders are a special class of the cherubims. Then there are the 4 living creatures. Then in the Bible, apart from the general angels, we are told of some angels. Sometimes they are called princes. They are archangels. And in the Bible, 3 notable archangels are mentioned: Lucifer, Michael, and Gabriel. So they stand in their own class. And these angels don't come out anyhow. For example, it is an event as important as the birth of the man that became the center of the human calendar. The man that divided the BC from the AD. The man that epitomizes the divine intervention of God to salvage humanity. The man that represents the first and the last intervention of God. The one that is called the first and the last. Even the Lord Jesus Christ.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last.
It was an event as important as the announcement of his birth that will bring an angel Gabriel down to planet Earth. When Lucifer led that revolt against God, God needed to empower another archangel, even Angel Michael, and the faithful angels of God, and they fought against Lucifer. So there are hierarchies among angels. And even when the devil fell, in his own kingdom, there are hierarchies. Brother Paul told us about principalities and powers and rulers of the darkness of this world and spiritual wickedness in high places.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
These are different ranks of demons and unclean spirits in the kingdom of the devil. Again, Jesus told us in Matthew chapter 12, around verse 45, that when a demon is cast out of a person and he has opportunity to return to that place, before he does that, he goes to look for 7 other demons more wicked than itself.
When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth he, and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first.
So we notice that in his kingdom there are height of wickedness of demons. Of course, the basic characteristic is wickedness. That is the trademark of those demons and those evil spirits. Again, the Bible also refers to the devil as that wicked one.
Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. Wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous.
So every demon, every unclean spirit, every evil spirit in their kingdom are all wicked, but they are in different grades and degrees of wickedness. Angels are known for prowess. Angels are powerful. A typical instance is recorded in the book of 2 Kings chapter 19, when the king of Assyria, Sennacherib, attacked the children of Israel under the reign of Hezekiah, king of Judah. And when they prayed to God, God dispatched just an angel. And that angel came to planet Earth. And overnight, that angel killed a whooping 185,000 strong, militant soldiers of the Assyrians.
I will defend this city and save it for my sake and for the sake of David my servant.
That night the angel of the Lord went out and put to death 185,000 men in the Assyrian camp. When the people got up the next morning, there were all the dead bodies. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, broke camp and withdrew. He returned to Nineveh and stayed there.
Just one angel. So angels are powerful. Angels are bodiless beings. They are spirits. An angel can pass through a wall. An angel can enter into a house even when the door is locked. An angel doesn't need a key to enter into a place because they are spirits. We are making this presentation from Africa. An angel can leave this place now and appear in America in the next second. Angels travel faster than the speed of light because they are spirits. An angel can leave one end of the earth, and in the next second, that angel is at the next end of the earth because they are angels. Angels don't have flesh, they don't have bodies, they are spirits. Therefore, angels can pass through barriers without being stopped. And because they are spirits, angels walk round the clock. They don't sweat, they don't get tired. Every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year, of all the years of this dispensation, of this aspect of existence called time, angels walk round the clock without stopping, and they are not tired. I want you to note that when Lucifer and his angels fell, and they became the devil, Satan, and all the demons and evil spirits that we have today, they still possess all the attributes of angels. Because by nature, they are angels. God made them as angels. Because they are angels, they are numerous in number. So angels are very numerous. Also, we discover from the scriptures that sometimes angels can incarnate to human forms temporarily. For example, an angel was sent to Manoah, the father of Samson, to announce to them that they will give birth to Samson. But that angel went to him as a human being. So when Manoah was talking to him, Manoah thought he was talking to a human being. That was why he asked the angels for his name, because he thought he was talking to a human being. So angels have the powers to incarnate as human beings temporarily. And angels have so many other wonderful attributes. And so when Lucifer and his angels fell and became Satan and the demons that we have today, even though they are fallen, but they are still angels. And so they also have all these attributes we have enumerated. For example, they appear very powerful, even though they have limitations. They are human beings they cannot touch. They can incarnate temporarily. They are spirits. The devil and the demons are spirit beings. They can appear and disappear at will. They also travel faster than the speed of light, and they are numerous. As a matter of fact, the devil and all his cohorts and all the demons presently, their number several times surpasses the current 7.8 billion human populace on earth today. So they are numerous in number. So even though Lucifer and his angels have fallen, I'd like you to note that they still enjoy and still possess these attributes, because by nature they are angels. God made them as angels. It's just like a human being who loses a political position through an election. Even though he is no longer in office, that has not dehumanized him. He is still a human being. He still shares all the attributes and characteristics of a human being. Summarily, therefore, I want you to note that the first delivery of the divine judgment to their rebellion has to do with the removal of two principal things. One, the devil and all his cohorts lost their names. And with that, the authority, the power, the glory accrued to those names. Secondly, Lucifer and all his angels lost their placement in heaven. They lost their citizenship rights to continue in heaven. Heaven was no longer available for them, and they must leave heaven. Now, these two things dovetail into the second and the third part of the judgment, which follows immediately. But we have to stop at this point because our time is fast spent. When we come in the next video, we will look at the second part of that judgment, as we are still in the courtroom, through the lens of the scriptures. I therefore call upon you to watch out for our next video, which will be released very soon. But you may wish to communicate with us. Do that through the email address displayed on your screen. You may also wish to communicate with us on Telegram, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and of course YouTube. Please remember to click on the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. That will enable you to automatically receive subsequent videos when they come out. Therefore, I will invite you to the next video, which will come out very soon. Meanwhile, thank you and bye-bye.